ladies. Hello and welcome. We are so glad that you are here. This is the Triple Stitch Collective with my friends and partners, Kylene and Latifa. Hey, ladies, we're so glad that you're
Hello.
Hi.
here. Let's see who's here. Joanne is here. Welcome in Louisiana. Lori is here from Hawaii. Welcome, Lori. And Susan from Illinois. Wow, look at all these ladies. Sue is here.
Yeah.
And from California, Texas is also in the house. Wow, we are so glad that you're here. Michigan. Wow, Helen from Georgia, Tennessee.
Woo, woo,
Hello,
woo.
Scotty. Awesome ladies. Let us know in the chat how many who are already here are all in on the A Day Away mystery.
I
We are so
recognize a few names.
You do,
Yeah.
Latifa, you
Yes,
recognize some.
absolutely. Absolutely.
So do I. I recognize so many names. That's wonderful. We are excited and we can't wait to share more with you about A Day Away. If you're new, you're probably wondering what is a day away mystery? Who wants to share what that is?
Wow, I can. So, oh, I'm so excited. I get so excited when we do these things. Yay! So, a day away is like a day away from anything and everything, all opportunities. So, think about it quilt wise. It's a day away to learn something new, to have fun with a new community, to do work that you've never done before, a day away from pushing your skill set of learning new techniques, and a day away from having the best fun of your life for quilting. How's that? That's a lot to promise, but guess what? We can deliver.
We sure can. And
Yeah, it's
Latifa?
totally
Congratulations.
like it's absolutely like the opportunity to escape into fabric, into our sewing rooms, into learning new things, into the community that we're building with the Triple Stitch Collective and starting with the Day Away Mystery Quilt. So I'm really, really excited to start this in January, and we're working on putting all the things into place now to make that happen.
Well, ladies, I'm excited to join Guyleen and Latifa in this mystery. This is my first time ever being a part of a mystery, believe it or not. And to be one of the teachers is just an amazing privilege. I know that they too, because they've told me how excited that machine quilting is a part of the mystery. If you've been in a previous mystery, I bet you wished there was machine quilting. Well, guess what? Your wish has come true. And you're probably wondering, well, what does that look like? And if you and I are meeting for the first time, let me share with you a couple of projects that I've taught this year regarding machine quilting. This was one where we took ruler quilting and free motion to quilt a simple quilt, but to make it dynamic. And I go through it step by step, and we're going to do this in the mystery. I'm going to give you a quilting plan. We're going to have diagrams. You're going to see videos, tutorials on how to get it done. We're going to do ruler quilting. And if you're thinking, oh, wow, that looks too hard for me, no worry. This is for every level of quilter. You take the quilting as far as you want to go. We're going to do ruler quilting that has some structure, but not a lot. It's going to give you some freedom to be creative. You can follow my plan completely, or you can go off and add your own twist and flair to it. This is an example of my improv ruler quilting technique that I've incorporated in the whole cloth quilt. I'm going to share with you a couple of those techniques because improv is really fun. This is the end result of an improv ruler quilting with some free motion. So again, every single quilter can participate in this. If you want some ruler quilting, but you want to put in your own flair with free motion because you really know how to stitch a certain design and you love it, you can do that too. I just want to help you finish your mystery quilt with beautiful design and texture. You can add as much texture as you want, or you can step back and add just the right amount. I can't wait to share with you those tips and techniques for how you can use ruler quilting to frame and prepare your quilt for beautiful, amazing texture. And it doesn't have to be what I know, it should be what you know how to stitch. I can't wait, ladies. I think it's really going to be a fun time with the machine quilting. What do you ladies think?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
So I'm going to say really quick because sometimes it's hard for us to sort of like talk about how great we are, but Geraldine is absolutely amazing. My first
Ah.
experience looking at her work was when I curated a small exhibit at Rosa, California. And she sent me one of her pieces to be included. And her machine quilting is absolutely stunning. And then she also was the machine quilting teacher on the cruise that we did last year with Guyleen and Geraldine and myself. And just hearing from all the students on the cruise how amazing she was in the classroom. So I'm secretly excited that we get to all learn from her because I hope to pick up some tips and tricks and all the good stuff from her as well. So welcome. We're so happy that you're part of this group, and I know everyone's excited to learn from you.
I am happy to. We have some questions coming in, and we will get to your questions soon. It's almost that time to talk about fabric. But before we do, we're going to talk about the swag, what you're
Yes.
getting in the mystery.
Yes, so we've started to order all of the things, and we'll be waiting as they slowly trickle in. There's a couple of things that we've custom made for this event. One, of course, if you did one of the two mystery quilts with Eileen and I earlier, then of course you remember we did badges, and we could not do a badge this time. So I've designed a special badge specifically for this mystery quilt. And then something brand new to for our events is we've created a label that you can stitch into the binding on the back of your quilt as well. That'll identify it as a day away mystery quilt. It's a woven label. It's really, really nice. It has the logo on it. I'm really excited to get them in my hands and so that we can share them with you as well. And then in addition, we're doing a project bag, and the project bag is a custom project bag. So we're going to do the logo on the front of the project bag. It's really nice because I don't know about you all, but you see the pretty side of our sewing rooms. The other side is not always like that. So it's really hard or really easy to lose all of the things. But the project bag makes it nice because you can keep your rulers for the mystery quilt together, and you can slide whatever fabric you're working on for that particular section or whatever right there in the project bag, which is good to have. We also give you three custom postcards, which are really fabulous, featuring a quote from each of your three teachers in this adventure. And then we're throwing in a lot of other things too. We have a full of our favorite thread. We have a seam ripper and a few other really fun things as well. This will be included for everyone that purchases while supplies last. So we've only ordered a certain number of these items. And it's enough for everyone who's on the call now, so don't hesitate to order. But it's included in the same box that your tools come in as well. So all three of the rulers, which we'll talk about in a little bit, that you'll get as part of kind of your toolkit for a day away mystery quilt will also be included in the same box that your swag is going to come in as well. And then outside of this, in a week or so, well, in the future, pretty soon here, we're actually going to post some really fun things that you can purchase as well if you're wanting t-shirts or mugs. And I have designed some special, like outside of our logo, but the special like artwork that is going to go on those items. So stay tuned for that as well. Lots of fun stuff coming for you.
Well, that is a lot of swag. I can't wait to get my hands on the quilt label. It is amazing. I love it. And of course, the badge. Where would I wear the badge? Is that going to be like a badge of honor that I finished the quilt? Can I wear it right away or do I have to wait?
It's an iron-on badge that you can reinforce the stitching and you can have fun with it. I had someone come up to me at a quilt show and proudly display their badges on their denim jacket, which was really fun. I know some people who actually use the badge itself as part of like a label and putting it on the back of their quilt. So there's a lot of fun things you can do with it for sure.
Well, Latifa, someone already asked about fabric. Let me see if I can find that comment. May want some help with fabric. Here it is. It's Scotty. She says, "Are there suggested fabric we have to buy?"
Yeah, so very soon we will be posting your fabric yardage requirements. And we also will be, and we'll announce when this is all going to happen. A lot of you who have purchased already are already in our community group and on our webpage that's right next to your classroom. And we'll post in there your fabric requirements, and we'll also walk you through how to select fabric from your stash. But are we ready to talk about the fabric bundle, Geraldine, or
Well,
Why
I
not?
think we
are we
should
going to wait for
wait.
that? Okay,
Let's
all
Okay,
right, we're
wait.
going to wait and talk about that a little bit later.
So we'll get back to you, Scotty. I just want to answer that question real quick. So don't go away. We have all the details on the fabric. Let's talk about bonuses. We have a second bonus, and this is a surprise, right, Guyleen?
Surprise, surprise, surprise. Well, you know me, I'm all about the fun. So,
Oops.
some of you missed out because you were a little bit late and getting bonus number one. So we thought, can we offer another bonus during early registration? And the answer is yes, we can, because we can do anything we want, because we like you guys and we're building this community to have fun, fun, fun. So I'm up for bonus number two. And what you're going to get from me is something that I showed in my master class, which was how to do the binding. But before you can put on that killer binding, you have to have a killer squared up quilt. So what you see on the screen is the 4 lasers that I use, and I'm going to walk you through step by step on how I mark this baby quilt that the laser lights are sitting on, how I mark it, how I line up those lights, and we also have a supply list that's of optional things on where to get the lights and the brand and so forth and so on. So I'm going to shoot a video on squaring up, and because the quilt is relatively small, probably I'm going to put that binding on, and you'll see it definitely begin and end, so you can get that seamless join that looks invisible. And I'll go through and slow down on all the tougher spots. But for those of you who are competing quilts or just want to make a better quilt, the binding is the make or break. If you're even all the way to the end with somebody, another fabulous quilter, the judges will typically use the binding to break the tie. Why? Because not everybody does it well. And it's one of the last steps you do, and then by the time you get there, you are so tired of the quilt, you just need it done. So I'm going to teach you my almost perfect binding on how to get it on pretty quick, but dead beautiful, and always makes that beautiful turn, that it lays flat, it's nice and squared up, 90-degree points or 90-degree corners that everybody wants, and how to make that happen. So that is the bonus number 2, and you're going to get that in the form of a video. So we already have it set up. Latifa will handle the mechanics of that, and so it's bonus number 2. So if you sign up today, and we'll give you until next Sunday, until we go live again, to register if you have not already registered, because that will be the end, the 28th, of early registration. Now, I know there's some of you already saying, but look, Eileen, I signed up already, and how come I don't get it? We didn't forget you. Don't you worry. I got your back here on this one. So everybody who has already registered that got bonus number 1 also get bonus number 2. So next year when we offer this, guess what you're going to do? You're going to sign up for the first round because you get all the bonuses, okay? If we offer them, you're going to get all the bonuses for early registration. But those who sign up today until the 28th get the videos on how to put on that drop dead, almost perfect binding from the beginning of squaring it up to getting that binding put on. And I'll take you through it step by step, and you'll have it for a limited time. You can rewatch it, blah, blah, blah. Make some placemats, practice a little bit, and maybe you'll make gifts for Thanksgiving or the holidays. Who knows? You'll be amazed.
Guyleen, someone is asking, how do they register? What is the website?
The website is at the bottom of your screen, at least it's the bottom of my screen, to the left, triplestitchcollective.com. Once you're there, it says register, and you could sign up for the newsletter. You can do all kinds of stuff once you hit that page. But that's the easiest direct line up for it. Now, if you remember a quilt away, a a quilt
A day of
a day away. Gosh, I got to get the words right. A day away. You could go directly to a day away, and I think we're the only day away out there. And you may be able to Google just on a dayaway.com or day away, and it'll take you right into the registration page.
right. So it's a day away mystery. A day away mystery will take you directly to the page with all the information on the mystery quilt, and then it has a couple of buttons that'll let you like select buy now, and it'll take you to the page where you can check out. But it has lots of information. So a day away mystery. Triple Stitch Collective has kind of all of our information on it. There's a picture about the mystery quilt, and you can click on that, and it'll take you to a day away mystery.com.
Well, that is a fabulous bonus number two. We have a lot of people clapping their hands and saying yay in the comments. They're excited. Some already have lasers, others want to get them. Guyleen, thank you for putting that second bonus together. But I know that's not all we have. We have something else.
Yes, we do. More is more is more.
We have a giveaway, right? A
Yes,
fabric
yes, we
bundle.
have a giveaway. So remember my bow. Look at this.
Let me
So
show that. Hold
Island
on. There we go.
Island Batik was kind enough to sponsor a fabric pack. So this is our batik color fabric pack. The whole thing, 15 yards worth of fabric. This is one hefty thing. Please note the bow. Okay, I did the bow. That was my contribution to the cause. So everybody who pre-registered, or let's call it early registration. So from the beginning, when we launched, all the way up until the 28th of September, will be eligible to win this puppy. Okay? So it's 15 yards, Island Batik, and this is our color palette that we are using for the project. Okay? And it's a hefty baby. Okay? And you can see all the beautiful colors and all that. Geraldine, you want to put up the flat shot of that so they can see the wonderful colors that it's involved? There
Sure,
you
here we
go.
go.
And it is absolutely gorgeous for our batik lovers. Um, so we'll be using that in all of our projects as we go through the way the mystery is structured.
Fantastic, but that's not the only fabric that we've curated. We've curated some solids, and let's take a look at that.
And Latifa, this is yours.
Yes, absolutely. So, this is your opportunity if you do not want to go through. Some people find it challenging. Some people actually like the colors that we pick. But what we did was we curated this to reflect the same colors as the Petite bundle. These are Benetech Superior Solids. They're really, really wonderful to work with. They have a great hand. They sew up beautifully. And we have created a bundle that you can pre-order from us today. So it's live on the website. You can select shop at the top and the top menu bar of the website. And when it opens up, it'll allow you to select the offering. We have priced it. It's everything that you need for the quilt. There probably will be a little extra left over that you can add to the backing of your quilt or make a pillow if you would like. And for the 15, slightly over 15 yards, it is 169, and we are offering free domestic shipping in the United States as well. This will ship around the same time that your toolkits will ship. So we're saying after November the 15th, maybe a little bit before, but that's what we're promising that we'll have it out by then. And it's available right away to order. We only have ordered a certain number of kits because we have to pre-order them as well. So if you're interested, do not delay. Go ahead and grab your kit today. And these are actually the solids that we're going to be demoing in and sewing our quilt up in as well. That you'll see in the video. So I actually like it for a mystery quilt in this format because you're not going to get confused on which fabric goes where because you're just picking the colors just like we're using in the videos as well. So I'm really, really excited to see all of your quilts. And you can absolutely pick your own fabric as well, but there's a convenience factor that cannot be denied in buying a kit. So
Well, we have a few questions about the Boutique Bundle. They say, are you offering the Boutique Bundle for sale or can we order the Boutique Bundle? Guyleen?
Yes. So we are not, we have partner with Hancock of Paducah. And they, because they carry the entire Island Boutique collection, that they are curating the bundle for us. So you will go directly to them and give us a little bit of time. We're waiting for them to put it up on their own website so that you can go ahead and order. And as soon as we get the web address and everything, their SKU number, we will post it back out to our pages so that if you're interested in getting the Boutique Bundle, you can in fact get that. And it should be up early enough or late enough that you'll know whether you were the lucky winner and got the freebie. They are estimating, or they are going to post, that the fabric pack of 15 a little bit plus yards is going to be $199. So that is the value of this puppy, okay? $199. So if you want to wait until you know whether you got it free or you were lucky, okay, or destined. How's that? That's better, isn't it? Destined to get this. If you were destined to get this, you won't have to order it from them. But we will post that web address as soon as they upload it to their own shopping cart so that you can buy. And I mean, if not, I can, buff up a little bit by just, maybe that's what we should do with our fabric. Now it's a gym, right? We're buying fabric instead of a gym membership so we can do reps with the fabric, right? So we want you to have every opportunity without overspending your money. So we're going to, so you can stall another week for the boutique. If you're really interested in boutique, stall another week. We were making the whole thing definitely using the solids, like Latifah said. We only ordered a certain number of those kits. So if you really want the solids, then do not hesitate because we won't have them. And you'll be running around. But when we work through Benetech, that's how they have to come because they're getting ready for market and some other things. So everybody's trying to accommodate us, and we're very grateful and thankful for all the partners that we have out there in the industry. One thing we forgot to say, that if you registered already, early registration already, and those who are getting ready to do that, like as soon as we get off, don't forget we have a cute little button that you could post to your social media like Facebook, Instagram, that says, I'm in. So you tell all your peeps that you are already going to do this. What's their problem? Tell them to sign up. Chop, 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 chop. Let's go.
Exactly.
So we can make this community as much fun as possible. And I think it's also really fun that if you're in one state and you have some sewing buddies in another state, that's one way that you can connect as a community and both do it, 3 do it, 4 do it from various states. How fun would that be to meet on the platform, on the teaching platform as a group? And so you're there and you can FaceTime each other and so forth and so on if you're far apart with your peeps.
That's such a good reminder, Guyleen. Some of the ladies in my community have signed up, and we were talking about it yesterday, and they were so excited. And there was one who said, I was thinking about it. And the other said, what do you mean you're thinking about it? Sign up. So I just saw in the chat, she said, I'm in. So Welcome to Lori, who's in Hawaii. She just signed up.
Whoop, 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 whoop.
Fantastic.
Awesome.
I also saw a comment from someone that says, I'm going to shop my stash. Latifa, do you want to talk more about that, about what we have planned for those who are going to shop their stash?
Absolutely. We have prior to January 2nd, which is the first official a day away event or class. But prior to that, leading up into that, we're especially in the month of December, we're going to have a lot of different sessions for you and information being posted as well. That's going to help you prepare for January. And one of those things is absolutely going to be about selecting fabric. If you've worked with us before with the mystery quilt, we give you sort of a map that tells you how many lights, mediums, and darks you need and how much yardage or quantity that you need for each one. And it's really nice because we'll talk you through what a light, medium, and dark is and how you can use different tools to find, look at your fabric that's in your stash. Or if you want to go shopping, you can do that as well, and how you select those and put that together. So we'll definitely guide you through that process as well before we even get started with the real content, the real content or the real meat and potatoes of a day away mystery quilt.
That is good to know. I can't wait for December because there's going to be a lot of activity. So if you have signed up and if you haven't, what are you waiting for? Because activity has already started in our private community. We don't have a Facebook group, but we have a private group on the platform where the mystery is happening. A lot of ladies have already signed in, posted photos, gave little mini bios about who they are, what they like, what they enjoy. They're getting to know each other. Kylene, what do you recommend for ladies to do to get ready for December? They have bonuses that they receive, but what about joining the community?
Yeah, I think first of all, we have a group that would prefer not to play on Facebook. And if your Facebook is starting to look like mine, I'm getting more ads than anything. I don't even see my friends anymore. So, being on a separate platform that we control, actually, Latifa controls better than any of us, but that we can chit chat with each other and it's private and only the people who have signed up for the mystery are involved in that chat sequence.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so in the future there'll be other courses on the platform as well, but you're going to go in, you'll sign up, you'll click on your class, and then your community or our community is going to be sitting there and you can see the things. Now what I learned that was so much fun is once you get on the community, there's like a little bubble that's you. And in my case, it said GF. And then Latifa said to me, did you know you could put your face in that little bubble? And I figured it out all by myself, which means anybody can do it if I figured it out, okay? So I am the OG of OGs. That's going to be I'm getting a t-shirt, the OG of OGs. But that way, if you can make it personalized, that's the point, and put your a photo up there. At some point, I'm even going to go through the map to figure out if we have covered all 50 states in the United States and what other countries we have covered. I know we have at least 3 countries involved at this point, and more are clicking in. So we will be international as far as the mystery is concerned. So again, we're going to be doing all kinds of stuff to entertain you while you kind of de-stress yourself through the holidays, to get you through Thanksgiving and to get you through the holidays that whatever you celebrate in the month of December, because that's why we're not starting the mystery until January 2nd. So we will be entertaining you all the month of December. Every week, several things will blast out. The community is where to go to see it. And that means what? You're registered. That's how you see it. And we'll walk you through. I'm known for scrap quilts, so I'll probably come on with how to pick fabric if you want to make this scrappy. I have to think that through in my head a little bit. But hey, we can make anything happen. What I think is the most powerful about the entire mystery is that you have 3 brains working on how to get you to an endpoint. and we communicate differently. So one of us will speak your language. Trust me on that one, because we work differently, but we're all beyond competent to not only pull off this quilt, but any other challenge you're having. And again, the new element is the machine quilting element, and I think a lot of the people who did the first two mysteries are very excited about that. And I think everybody, even if you are a master machine quilter, trust me, you are going to be learning something on this journey. And there's a tool involved. And don't forget, Geraldine, you want to talk about the tool for their registration so they know what to do?
Yes, I was thinking about that. I wanted to mention if you are nervous about the machine quilting, don't be nervous. You will be able to do this whether you're a beginner or a confident beginner. Don't be concerned about that. But what you do need to be attention to is when you register. When you register, there's going to be a little area at the bottom that says pick your machine shank size. And you're probably saying, well, what is that? Well, we gave you a little thing to click that gives you information. Once you click it, you'll get a sheet. And that sheet of information will have your sewing machine, and then it will give you two vital things: what your shank size is and what type of ruler foot you need for your machine. Make sure you order the correct shank for your machine. You need that sheet. If you don't know your shank, which would be a low shank, high, or long arm, and it will default to low shank. Once you get your receipt, we're going to ask you again, did you pick the right shank? If you are in doubt, all you have to do is respond to us by email and say, I wasn't sure, I think I'm this, and we will correct it. But make sure you check. It's not hard to do. It's all right there on the registration page. But don't hesitate to ask us any questions about that. I also wanted to make a comment about someone was asking about the overall level of experience needed for the mystery. Not just those who are thinking about the machine quilting, who haven't done ruler quilting before. They want to know, can a beginner participate? What skill level do you have to be able to make this mystery? Latifa?
So we had beginners on the first two, the three quilts with Guyleen and Gerald, with Guyleen and I know that we all take beginners into our classes. So it's because of the fact that we do like to teach techniques that seem difficult, it seems intimidating, but we take quilters of all levels for sure. We will take you, hold your hand from the beginning, and the way that each of us teach is in a way that's approachable for a beginning quilter as well. You should know how to you turn your sewing machine on, so you want to sort of know the basics. But outside of that, we're definitely going to hold your hand through it. And as well, you're going to have 6 months access to all of the classroom material as well. So that's the videos. You can watch them over and over and over again. And the community aspect is so strong that you can pop into the community group as well. And if you have a problem, you can ask the community. And of course, the three of us will pipe in. But you'd be surprised how quickly your fellow A Day Away quilters are going to pipe in as well and help to give you guidance as well. So I guarantee you that if you are a beginner, that you will be challenged. You're going to learn a lot and you're going to feel empowered. That was one of the comments we got coming out of our last, group experiences was that now I feel like I can do anything. Because we're gonna, you're gonna conquer curves and Y seams and machine ruler quilting, and we're gonna make it approachable and achievable for all of you.
Absolutely. Now, some have said that they've had trouble getting access to the website. Like they have this malware or something that's not allowing them to get in.
Okay.
I'm not sure how to fix that, but we want to help you because we want you to be a part of this community for the mystery. Perhaps they can email
Absolutely.
us. What do you think?
Yeah, our main email address is GLG, so Guyleen Latifah Geraldine. So GLG at triplestitchcollective.com. And email me and I will try to help you out. I'll definitely also look into that. I had someone email me earlier about it. I thought it was a one-off, but if it's a more widespread issue, I'll definitely look into it and see what we can do to get that taken care of. But definitely email us, GLG at triplestitchcollective.com, and we'll make sure to guarantee your spot in the early registration, and so you can take advantage of the bonus as well.
Yes, don't want to miss out on those bonuses. So, ladies, if you have any additional questions, I've been checking the comments. Did we miss anything that you need answers to help you make that decision to say, yes, I'm in? We want to help you to move forward in registration. Not a new quilter, but I am a new long armor. Do you have a question about that, Wendy? All right. Just put that in the chat if you have a specific question. Let's see. Guyleen, did we
Yes.
miss anything?
I don't know. I'm looking. Okay, so you know it's 6 weeks. Actually, it's 9 weeks because we are opening with dun, 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 two bonuses. There you go. I told you we're all about bonuses. So, to just kind of warm you up, to build your confidence and spirit to get it going before the mystery, we will have a mini project designed by me and another one designed by Latifah that will teach you how to cut and do
That's
some of
right.
the techniques with our rulers. Okay, so we'll do that first. That's the first 2 weeks. 6 weeks for the mystery itself. We rotate 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 on doing different parts of the quilt. That's out. Then you come back in for Geraldine to machine quilt that quilt. Okay, so her mini, little example will go first, and then with the module. So you'll have basically 8, 9 weeks full of us. And then after that, you have 6 months of the whole community and group staying intact so that you could go back, replay, and blah, 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 back and forth, ask some questions, and all of that kind of good stuff. I want to address the newbie concept of those who think that they are a beginner. Whether you're a beginner, advanced or experienced, is a name you can put on yourself. We let everybody in our classroom, number one. And everybody walks out of our classroom a better quilter than how they walked in our classroom. We are prepared to help you make it happen. If your seam allowances aren't horrible, we can pull that off with some comfort strips. And remember, this is going to be a contemporary modern design. So there's no quilt police in your studio unless you brought them in. And I would just put a little note. We'll have a little paper note. No quilt police allowed. And then you can go and do your thing. So we will do our best. But I can promise you, no matter what level you were when you started, you will not be that level when you finish. You will going to up your game, and you will find more confident to tackle what appears to be visually difficult. And that is the name of our game. We make visually difficult quilts, but they're not really difficult to do. Okay? So keep that in mind on what you're thinking about. It's all an illusion of what you need, and we're going to help you. But you have some roll-up time if you register tonight. Turn that machine on. First, turn it on, dust it off, clean it up, especially if you haven't used it in a bit, and just do some practice stuff. The holidays are coming. Make some placemats or something just to kind of get some muscle memory going in your body a little bit. Okay, and that'll warm you up and build some little. It's good for your headspace to know that you can do it, and your machine is operable. Because if your machine needs a tune-up, now would be the time to get that done. So you're ready to start on January 2nd, and before all the shops get really busy on doing maintenance to machines and oiling and all that kind of good stuff. Or you could be like us and have so many machines you could run a small class in your studio. So we can go to plan B, C, and D and probably all down the alphabet, switching up machines to keep going. But I don't want somebody not to sign up because they don't think their skill level is up high enough. Trust me, it is. We are, for the most part, a body of women. If you can give birth to a child, my gosh, you could finish a day away. Okay? There's no problem. You could do this. It's not that hard of a push. How's that? That's my joke for today.
Okay.
Anyway.
Well, we have a few more questions, and Latifa, one is there are two of them that kind of connected. It's a lady in Hawaii, and that's Lori, and a lady in California, Miss Joy. Joy's worried about missing a quilt show because she's going to miss the live. She doesn't want to have to miss the quilt show because she's attending the live sessions. And then someone in Hawaii, Lori, is saying, have you decided what days and times will be the live sessions? We need to talk about the word live.
Absolutely. So we've done this a few times. The very first time was first year when COVID hit, and we had a lot of lives. Lives present a lot of challenges for us and for you. So after we learned from that experience, we decided to go to pre-recorded classes. This offers us the opportunity to really create a tight class for you and present all of the essentials that you need. So when we say go live, that means the class goes live and it's available to you at any time that you sit down at your computer. So on January the 2nd, the first class goes live. And we haven't set a time that it'll be available, but they'll all be available first thing in the morning. And after that, you can access it at any time you sit at your computer, any time zone across the world. And, as far as shows, Geraldine will be teaching at Road to California. I have a booth at QuiltCon. Guylene's teaching at shows as well. So we're all like really busy. But this all gives us the opportunity to present the information to everyone in a way that you can access it at your leisure. Also, if we ever do a live, we'll definitely let you know ahead of time, and we'll take into consideration everyone's time zones and schedules and that type of thing as well. But the bulk of the information definitely be accessible at any time.
All right, we have a couple of more questions. Let's see. I missed this one. I think it was an important one. They were asking, just wondering, I'm thinking about the future plans for Triple Stitch. Uh, what else is going to happen? Plans for this group past the mystery.
That's a mystery. No. Put it this way, what we know for sure is we didn't do all this background work, all the business in, to let this be one and done. It's a lot of work to stand up a new LLC, which we are. We are officially an LLC named Triple Stitch Collective. So we did not do all of this to be a one and done. So that we know for sure. What we are still pondering is how many events we can do and what type of events we can do each year. Remember, we still have our own companies that we run. So we still have our own personal, quilting schedules of contracts and that type of thing. So we're trying to fit everything in comfortably to make it all happen. And so we can keep our quality up and not be too redundant on what we're doing. So we've been kicking around a lot of ideas. Of course, the mystery quilt is always fun, but some new stuff, some new adventures, because fun and quilting kind of go together. And remember, Triple Stitch Collective is about quilting, learning, and connecting. So keep that in mind. And if you would like to see us do something, put it in the chat. Put it in the comments. We'll read it and take it into consideration. And you can help us brainstorm because it's a community. And it's not all about us and what we want to do. It's also about what the community wants to learn, wants to see, wants to participate in, and what really floats your boat. So we're gonna work this as a team effort, and so I'm kind of happy, you know, and maybe we'll do more virtual stuff. We don't know. But we do know we're not going to be one and done. That is a promise. We will not be one and done.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. There's so many ladies who have registered, and we are excited. And we hope that you are ready to start making a post. And I think someone is. Someone, Cheryl, she says that she wants a lesson from you, Guyleen, on how to add her picture in the
Oh,
community. Because you said, hey, if I can do it, they can do it.
right. So, okay, now I got to remember how I did it. So, if you're on, because Latifah will show me. If you're on, you go. I think it's the upper right is profile, and I think if you
I
go
think it's
profile, the little bubbles there, and it'll say edit. And as soon as you tap on that, which is your bubble, tap on that, and then it'll say upload from something. And I just uploaded a headshot I had, and voila, it was done. And I think that's
yeah.
all I did.
So, and we'll go into some lessons on how to navigate the classroom and everything. But once you have signed up for the course, you'll get automatic access to. There's not a lot in the classroom yet, but the community is really active. And so if you are signed into the website, the top bar, it says a day inside of the top menu, it says a day away. You click on that. It'll have the classroom where it's called a course at the top, and at the bottom will be the community. You click on the community, and the community will allow you in the left hand sidebar at the bottom it says edit profile, and that's what Guyleen was talking about. It'll allow you to enter a little bio, update your name if you need to, and you can also select a picture to upload as well. But we'll definitely in sometime in the future here we'll give you a few tutorials on how to navigate the classroom and the community. The community thankfully is a lot like navigating Facebook, but without all the drama and extra stuff we have to deal with on Facebook. So I'm really, really excited and happy that we have this forum and to communicate with and to really build this community. Because the part of Triple Stitch Collective, and one of the reasons we even chose the term collective, is that we look at all of you as being part of this, right? And it's Triple Stitch Collective isn't Triple Stitch Collective without the greater community that you offer. So we encourage everyone to participate and to communicate and to cheer each other on. And I'm really looking forward to seeing how this sort of supports our A Day of Way mystery quilt experience.
Well, Cheryl says thanks. She got it. She has her photo
Yay!
in. And
Perfect.
we just had a question about the shank size. I'm going to go to our website. This is our website, ladies. And when you go to triplestitchcollective.com and you go to A Day Away, you click on that, you come to this page. This is the registration page. You're going to get more details about the mystery, and then you're going to click sign up or register right here. This is your checkout page. And so someone was asking about the shank. Right here at the bottom, just before the big bubble, there are 3 bubbles. The first one is highlighted. That's an automatic selection for the shank, low shank. But if you don't know what shank you need, just look just above that and it says need help. You click on that and you get the documentation that you need to find your sewing machine or long arm. Once you find your machine, it will then tell you what shank you are. You look for your machine brand and then you look for your machine model. And once you find both of those, it will tell you what shank you are, low shank, high shank, or long arm. Hopefully that is helpful for those who are trying to navigate the checkout page. And again, if you are unsure, even after going through that, just say so in a reply email once you get notification that we have received your registration. All right, ladies, hopefully that answered your questions. We are just thrilled to be making a beautiful, stunning quilt with you. 3 instructors who are passionate about helping you in your machine quilting journey. And I just want to echo what Guyleen said earlier about this is a mystery for everyone. Don't be intimidated by any of the techniques. Remember, it's not just us who are going to help you, but the community at large. When you are active in the community, posting comments, posting pictures, asking questions, any question that you ask, I bet you there's going to be at least 10 people who have the same question. So by asking a question, you're helping others. So don't forget that. Don't be shy. We want to see you active in the community. And we're going to start asking you some fun questions like show us your studio, show us your favorite quilt, things like that, so we can get to know each other. Let's build the community a day away mystery together. Let's do that together. So ladies, I think that's it for tonight. I don't think I missed any questions.
Oh,
Oh, wait.
there was
Last
one last
question.
question. Someone asked about the size of the mystery quilt, and we will be announcing it soon. It's also a mystery. I will say that it's a generous throw.
Yes.
All right. Yep, I did see that. All right. So Jordan says the last 2 mystery folks were very helpful. So that's a confirmation that the mysteries, everyone in the community is being helpful. So I like that. Thank you for sharing that, Kay Jordan. All right. Did I miss anything? I think that's it, ladies.
No, no. Our passing words are register now so that you can get bonus number 2.
And grab your
Okay?
mystery quilt kit if you're interested in the solids as well.
That's right.
Yes.
So that's 2 actions to do as soon as we get off this line. You want to do the early registration so you get the second bonus, and if you're interested in the solids, that you buy it now. Like I said, we are not joking when we said we do have a limited quantity of those that are coming. So if you want one, now is the time to grab it. It's 15 plus yards of fabric, and you get free shipping on that fabric. So don't let that stop you.
We always have latecomers, and I'm sure someone is saying, what is bonus number 2? Do we want to mention that just one more time?
So bonus number 2, yes, we can. Bonus
Okay.
number 2 is I'm going to help you get to the actual true endpoint of a quilt. So after you learn how to machine quilt it with Geraldine, now what do you do next? Get that binding on. So I'm going to teach you through video of how I square up my quilt and mark it for the square up, and then how I execute what I call Guyleen's almost perfect binding. And it's how to do the turns, the corners, how to get the 2 ends in so it's effortless. And once once the binding is applied, you see no beginning, no end, no bumps, no nothing. It's a nice smooth. Your quilt lays flat. So I will walk you through that as I'm doing a baby quilt. So that's what bonus number 2 is. It's a video, and you can watch it repeatedly, slow it down, and if you want to practice doing it before the mystery starts, I would make placemats. Or you may have lots of baby quilts that you need, or do one of the community service quilts to practice on that, on how to get that puppy flat, square, and get the binding on. So you can kind of get your, again, muscle memory kind of going on that.
All right, ladies, I think we've answered all the questions. Thank you, Guyleen, for sharing the bonus again. Ladies, we're excited. We hope you are too. And I always say, don't keep it a secret. Share it with your friends. Bring in your quilting buddies. Let them know about it. Talk about it at your guild, any of your groups where you think ladies would benefit, not only from the bonuses, but from the community, from participating in an activity where each of us, no matter what journey we're on, are going to improve our machine quilting and ruler quilting skills, right? Ladies, I hate to say it, but we'll see you next week. We'll be back. We have to leave now. I don't want to leave, but we do. But we will see you next week. Bring that friend who's thinking about it. Next Sunday, same time, that will be the last day to sign in to get the bonus and to get the early bird. Now, did we say that the early bird saves $20?
No, we
I don't think
didn't.
we did.
No, no, no. We
Mhm.
forgot to say that. Yeah, yet again, more bonuses. Yes, it's a $20 discount between registering right now because after the 28th of September, the price goes up. You are on early registration right now, and only
Yes.
early registration gets the bonuses and are eligible to get that lovely batik fabric pack from Island Batik. After that, we're on standard open registration. And so take advantage of that. It will be $20 that you could spend
Mhm.
elsewhere. So use your money wisely and go ahead and sign on. We know you're going to sign on. So go ahead and just do it now and take the stress off of us on waiting to see if you're going to sign up. Um, so I think you need to do that. This is a day, a call for action. So let's make it happen. And if you want to give us a gift, register now. Boy, oh boy, do we like to see that hit number go up. And our email from Latifa telling us that people are buying and people are registering while we're online right now, which we're very excited about. Um, we give you our all. I mean, that's all I can say. We lay it all on the table for you once we get the project going, and all the work we've put in thus far to really build this up. And I would like to think that there's no other that will be able to pull off a mystery like the three of us can. And you can take that one to the bank. I'm willing to die on my sword on that one. That there's nobody else that can pull this off like we can. So you're in good hands.
All right, then. Good night, ladies. We'll see you next
Good
week.
night.
Or we'll see you
Bye.
in the community for all those who registered.
Right.
Good night, everyone. Thank
Good
you.
night. Good night. Good night.